but it's all out of Visto. 100 metres to go. 3 or 4 lengths in front of Road to Arataki, and Anavisto trots in. What an in grand style. Road to Arataki. Maximilius, 100 to go. Holy Man's Maximilius. Elliptical driving at them. Elliptical's coming hard. Elliptical's got up. Elliptical from Holy Man's Maximilius. To go. Sprints 2 lengths in front. 2.5 lengths in front. It's all to Jumbuck. To Jumbuck racing clear. To Jumbuck won the last. Second Sessions Road from Red Hot Nick.
Welcome everybody, welcome back to the channel for Group 1, the Blue Diamond Stakes Day for the 2-year-olds. What a race the feature is. A lot of unknowns, a lot of uncertainties. Will any of them get the 1200 metres where none of them have been tested at the distance? You'll have to wait and find it to see who I've tipped. And of course, the running of the Futurity and the Oakleigh Plate, the other 2 Group 1s on this star-studded and packed day with a few other feature races in between with the Angus, Armanasco and the Peter Young, naming 2 of them. But very keen on a couple on this card, and I think there's a few at value as well. And I'm happy with my performance last week. 3 winners, which wasn't too bad, but I think I can get 5 or maybe 4 this week. I'll be happy with 5 winners this week. But let's get into the preview and find them. Race number 1 at Sandown is the listed Victoria Gold Cup over the 2100 metres. Right, you are on top. Very confident in this horse's chances. 1 it's past 3. Stays down on the weights from going up in grade to listed level. And retains Ethan Brown. Has barrier number 5. Good draw. I'm expecting this horse to go straight to the front and they won't catch it. So quite clearly on top. The class of the race, Vow and Declare for second for Johnny Allen's got to carry the big weight first up, though. First up at 2100 metres I find very interesting and could easily win this. Stars of Karam I thought was over the odds at $41, but if you've only won the 1 from 36, you're not going to be winning another one anytime soon. And a made for 4th. But I've got, right you are, quite clearly on top of the list, the Victoria Gold Cup. 30 the win. Very confident in the first. Race number 2 at Sandown is the Group 2 Angus Armanasco Stakes over the 1400 metres. She's lickety split on top. And I think she's a moral here. Blake Shin aboard for Andrew Forsman. Dominant jockey booking. Really good second up record. There was a query first up if she'd run well over an unsuitable trip of 1100. She didn't get a lot of room or a lot of luck, and to be only beaten 4 lengths was a great effort. Drawn of 3 here. Another one that should find the lead on its ear. And for Blake Shin, and a dry track, I think it'll be winning. From Cool Die for second. Always got to be alerted when Sterling Elixir and Jerry Ryan bring oneself, particularly when Damien Oliver's booked. So I'm interested to see how it goes. The Perth Visitor laced up heels for third. Interested to see how it goes at the 1400, but Chris Parner retains the right, and Shuffle Dancer I thought was under the odds at 370, and I was happy to take it on. But she's lickety split on top of the Angus Armanasco. 25 the win. Race number 3 at Sandown. It's the Group 3 Mannerism Stakes over the 1400 metres, and Espiona on top narrowly from Barbarator. I've got Espiona on top because she's got a jockey booked down here in Melbourne. She doesn't have one in Sydney, so I'm entitled to think she's going to... Oh, I think she's going to come down here, and I really hope she does. Second up has got a great record. Back down to Melbourne. The only time she was in Melbourne when she won impressively at Flemington. I think she can go... I think she can win again here. Second up was not in the right place to be at Randwick. First up in the Southern Cross on the fence. Didn't get a lot of luck. John McNeil takes over. Has the 58, but I think they can offset that with a good barrier number 5 and be winning. From Barbarator for second. Just an absolute gun of a horse, this. Craig Williams on 59, barrier 3, first up record, good track record, distance record, and has had a run at Sandown, so... Man, it's going to be a tough run race between the 2 of them, and I found it very hard to split them. Toragine for third and Chirath for 4th coming out of the CF4, but Espiona on top of the Mannerism. Nothing between her and Barbarator, but 35 to win Espiona and 10 to win on Barbarator. Race number 4 at Sandown, and it's the Group 3 Zeditave Stakes over the 1200 metres, and Spacewalk on top, and in what I think is going to be a pretty fast run affair. I think he can win this. I think they'll just let him stride to the front. And he's shown if you just let him stride, let him find his feet. I think he'll be too good for these. Gets his gun booking in Jamie Carr, has a good draw to find the rail and the lead. And James Cummings, we know what how well the stable's going at the moment. And third up, after an impressive victory last start, Dry Ground. I think this horse will just be winning from Rich Fortune for second, who could be the next star on the rise for Craig Williams and Jerome Hunter. 2 from 2 this campaign. Can he continue his luck? Queen of the Ball, the other one that'll probably go forward. And Sebenak ran in the diamond last year. Can he bounce back in the Zeditave? But Spacewalk on top. Very confident in this horse winning. 25 to win. My second best bet of the day. Race number 5 at Sandown, it's the Group 2 Autumn Classic over the 1800 metres. Pericles, quite clearly the one to be here. Ran an outstanding race first up, wide the trip, and still fanned the line very well. Up to the 1800 metres, Jamie Carr sticks. From barrier number 8, I can just see her sitting 2/3 back down the field with some cover. Hopefully she gets in this time and be way too good for them, and she will be. Best horse in the race will win it, and I think that's what he is in Pericles. Mr. Maestro for second, the 2-year-old colt for Andrew Forsman and Blake Shin in the settle. I think can improve second up to the 1800 metres is a big plus, and he's your likely leader here and could give them a good side. Yazuki last start had absolutely no luck at the Valley and was unlucky not to finish closer, and Art Zeno probably gets a bit too far back here from the inside draw, but I still think he can still run well at $15. But Pericles on top in the Group 2 Autumn Classic, 40 the win. Another one for Jamie Carr. Race number 6 at Sandown. It's the Group 2 Peter Young Stakes over the 1800 metres. Surefire on top. Chris Waller, Jamie Carr, barrier number 4 has the elite form. Form reference first up from racing against Animo in the George Main Stakes. Only beaten around 4 lengths, and it was good considering he was going to be looking for more ground. Second up has an absolutely superb record, 2 wins from 4 starts and a third, loves dry tracks, and gets up to the 1800 metres and has a booking of Jamie Carr. I think it's clearly the one to beat. And $8? Really? Good bet. Emissary for second, the Melbourne Cup runner-up. I think can run really well first up. Barrier number 2, first up record great. Blake Shin aboard for Mike Maroney. I'm expecting a good performance from this horse and no compromise. Runs up to anything like it's run in Sydney first up. Will go close here for Mickey D. And Gold Trip, the stayer, the Melbourne Cup winner back. I was happy to take it on, considering he's going to want further and probably a wet surface. So happy to take on Gold Trip, but Surefire on top of the Peter Young, 25 to win. I'm quite confident. Race number 7 at Sandown. It's the first of the 3 Group 1s on the day. It's the Group 1 Blue Diamond Stakes, 1200 for the 2-year-olds. And I'm with the Instructor here. I think it's a great chance. 2 from 2, Waterhouse and Bot Train. Geordie Childs aboard. He's won a diamond before. He knows how to win it. He won it before for Graham Begg. Barrier 6, importantly, drawing well, considering where the other chances are drawn wide, apart from Don Corleone, but I'll get to him in a minute. And I think he can make it 3 from 3 and win his Group 1 in the Blue Diamond Stakes. Party for 2 for second. If the inside draw is used to advantage with the light weight, it could be like her win at the Sunshine Coast, and she could dart away from them and win by 7 lengths. So interested to see how it goes. And is over the odds at $19. Barber, I don't think they're going to go too fast here, and I'm just a query how far back it's going to get. And Don Corleone, can he bounce back off his last start run? The stable thinks so. He wouldn't be here if he wasn't, but would want to see it again. But the Instructor on top, leads, kicks, wins. That simple. 25 to win and 5 each way on Party for 2 in the Group 1 Blue Diamond Stakes. Race number 8 at Sandown. It's the Group 1 Futurity Stakes, 1400. And I'm going with the first up horse here. Alligator Blood on top. Won't come to a surprise for many of you that I'm tipping him on top. I love this horse. He didn't let me down last prep, winning the Underwood, and he also won the Stradbroke last prep. Blake Shin aboard, barrier number 4, leading horse. Nothing here is going to be tackling him for the lead. He got an easy run in front. The last trial proved he's ready to go here at Flemington, and I think that he's going to be winning this. From Mr. Brightside, who ran an absolute standout run in the CF4 Stakes first up, Craig Williams, barrier number 5, the only danger, in my opinion, to Alligator Blood. I'm thunderstruck. It's getting towards D-Day for him. He needs to start winning again. He's been running well, but needs that another win on the board. But I don't think he'll get it here from barrier number 3. Jamie Carroll take him too far back. And Nugget passed the Group 1 test last start, flying colours. just don't know where he's going to get to from the draw, though. But Alligator Blood on top, leader. I like his chances. 50 the win. And race number 9 at Sandown, the last of the day. It's a Group 1 Oakleigh Plate 1100 metres, sorry. And I've got I Am Me on top. So open the race this year. Any one of my first 4 could win it, but I'm going with I Am Me. The progressive falls on the way up. 7 from 12. 4 from 4 this campaign. Barrier number 1, 52 kilos. Jamie Carr, Mara and Eustace. I think it all points to it winning here. I Am Me on top from Uncommon James. Ben Thompson comes down to ride it. Won on it 3 times. It's got the 53.5. Just draws tad wide for me. But we'll go forward. Lofty Strike, the absolute star of the turf. Group 1 in the making. Could be coming here as well. Knew it on 53. Barrier 11. I hope that they don't settle too far back. And as for the whole preparation has been aimed at this. 8 starts, 6 wins in a third. John McNeil, 53. Barrier 6 will run well. But with me, I Am Me, 35 the win in the Oakleigh Plate. I think it can get over the top of them. Thank you everyone for watching my preview for Group 1 Oakleigh Plate Day, and of course featuring the Blue Diamond and the Futurity Stakes, the one day of the carnival that has 3 Group 1s on the card, and of course we've got the 2 Group 1s in Sydney, the Surround, and the George Main Stakes, where I will be doing a preview for Sydney on that meeting. But pretty confident in a few here, and definitely a couple at value. But Jamie Carr, I think, will be flying the flag high for Victoria and riding a few winners here on this card. I'm quite keen to see how she goes. But thank you all for watching again, and I'll see you next weekend for the Group 1 Australian Guineas Day at Flemington.